Keyboard sound words like Thock, Clack, Poppy, what do they mean? To help answer that question, I asked a ton of my friends and favorite keyboard creators to give us their personal definitions. And the answers are, well, they're all over the place.
Thock is basically the most popular keyboard sounds out there.
It's just a word, right?
Thock. I kind of don't even know what Thock is.
To me, it means clickbait.
Oh my god, it means pain. But also a lot of views.
What Thock means to me is something which is audibly muted.
It's a deep sound. So it almost sounds like you're choking on something. Oh, Thock.
It's so hard to describe. I feel like when you hear it, you know it.
When I think of a thocky sound, I'm thinking more of a...
I brought a few tools because I am an audio learner.
It's essentially it's low frequency sound.
It's deeper sounds, muted sounds.
It's
a very philosophical question, kind of like how do you define a mechanical switch or a keyboard?
Thinking that it's going to be on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of sound signature.
That's a hollow thing.
A satisfying, deeper sound.
Sound. Oh man, this is terrible.
Sounds a bit better, right? Because it is dense.
Scientifically defined as a more deeper, lower frequency sound.
The very muted, very bassy, very thump.
Foam, you know, they put the foam into the keyboard and it sounds like...
If you put Thock on your thumbnail and in your title, you're guaranteed like 100,000 more views than you would have gotten.
Thock.
The best sound a keyboard can make. That is a definition of Thock.
Clacky. Damn, I wish I did my homework.
It's like when you the phrase like AHHHH. Clack.
I would actually say that clack is pretty much the opposite, right? So the higher frequency sound.
It's basically actually the complete opposite of Thock.
They can coexist, but I would say they are kind of opposite of each other.
I don't know if opposite is the right word.
Sharper sound profile, less muted, less subdued. Maybe.
Clack is basically a lighter sound.
There's two sides, right? There's two sides of this this war.
I dabble in Clack, but it's not my main forte, no.
Clack usually refers to a really loud, more high-pitched sound, and it can be a more muted sound as well, but Clack really refers to like a high-pitched sound.
Higher pitched stuff usually, so stuff that'd be a little bit more brighter in sound.
Thock is a deeper, like more open sound. A clack is more like higher, flatter sound.
I don't know where the clack come from, the back part of clack, but it sounds less deep, but still on the clicky side.
Clean, slightly higher pitched, more raindroppy, pitter-patter, individual. I'm gonna stop talking now.
We got the Thockers and we got the Clackers.
Yeah, I'm all about the Thock.
Thock is like win, then Clacky is like boohoo.
Like not related to keyboards.
So like a clack sound would be like opening a soda, but we're opening a soda pop.
Like that crispy Sprite sound?
Like a crispy pop. You know, you pop the top.
Ew, okay. I guess clacky would be like if you took two chopsticks and you have a wooden table and you start like drumming on it.
All right, clack is pretty simple. It basically sounds like a pen clicking.
Thockiness is like a thud, right? Like you're punching something.
Okay.
And then, you know, clacky is like slapping. I mean, if that's the best analogy I can really give you.
Either violence or sexual, somewhere on that scale.
Something in the real world which makes me think of clack.
I have like 5 desk mats stacked up on top of each other on my desk.
Thock or a clack?
Like pouring a big bag of rice into a box.
You just go right over the top? You just keep stacking
Yeah, I
them
just
up?
go right over the top.
Okay.
And when I just hit it, I think that's Thock.
Thocky, a lot of people describe it as kind of like rain falling sometimes.
You know when a flip-flop hits the floor?
In terms of clack, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something really high-pitched, and I can't imagine anything.
Big light switches.
A Thock sound, it's like you're popping a cork on a champagne bottle.
Wow.
That's the pop, but it's deeper than if you were opening a soda can.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just popping bottles kind of, just
Yeah,
beverages in general.
bottles.
Yeah, okay.
Beverages.
I have to control myself from trying to recreate the sound because it will sound stupid.
That's what they call me whenever I go to the bodega.
I can't say poppy is a sound that pops out because that's borderline dumb.
I think that's a more challenging one. That's a good question.
Poppy is it's
Okay, I'm a huge fan of pop. Like huge fan.
I dabble in poppy.
Not beverage related.
Not beverage related.
people say it's like popcorn popping in like a metal pan.
I would say poppy is the middle ground, the proper middle ground.
It's higher pitched bubble wrap. That's what it sounds like to me.
It's like an ultra muted, but still loud, more in the mid-range between clacky and thocky.
Poppy is like clacky on steroids. There's like a punch to the clack.
This is also something I personally don't understand. I'm assuming poppy would sound like a pop. Like that's an actual definition of what it would sound like. Is it sounds like a pop sound.
Poppy is easy. The pitch of the keyboard is really high, but at the same time, very smooth.
People describe it as more of a feeling than a sound.
Like for example, when you get a nice poppy sound coming from a spacebar, you also get the physical action of it. It pops back.
When you let go of it, the switch, it kind of pops up. You get that extra sound at the end.
That very open, airy sound where it hasn't been cut off.
What's a marbly sound? You take like a marble slab. That's not a sound.
The ALEXOTOS effect.
It's pretty much what the word describes. Or if you had a bunch of marbles dropping on, a wooden tabletop.
Dude, I have a marbly board.
Marbly. Like marbles in the bag, that's what it's reminiscent of? Is that what it's going for?
Oh, marbly.
My man Scott Keyboard taught me how to achieve marbly sounds with PE foam,
They associate the PE foam.
The trend of the PE foam.
PE foam mod.
With the PE foam on top of the PCB.
Marbled beef, like a ribeye.
Marbly. I can't say that I know what that is. What definitions have you heard?
It sounds like you're playing marbles. That's what it sounds like.
It's like when marbles collide.
It usually sounds like marbles. Again, it's kind of like poppy where it sounds like the actual definition of the word. So when you hit two marbles together.
I don't want to say it sounds like smashing marbles together, but that really is.
Backy?
That's just using a different vowel. I've never heard of that before.
I've heard of them. I don't know what they mean.
Backy and clocky. I mean, that's the territory where I give up.
I don't like that.
Thacky is a no-go.
What the hell does any of that mean?
I think at this point, people are just making up words.
I think we don't need any more terms, personally. What's off limits at that point?
I'm trying to invent new ones like block and like flock and block and like all these weird words just to confuse the community because I have the power to do that.
I've never heard of either of those.
Clocky? No, I don't think so. Not even once.
They're just all made up. They're all made up words.
I already I'm kind of on the usefulness, but I guess.
This must be a TikTok thing or something. I don't know.
Oh god, I hate creamy.
Alright, who said this?
Oh yeah, creamy. Is that what I'm known for now?
An NK cream?
Cream doesn't make any noise.
The first thing you said creamy, I think of the novelty creams.
Oh, creamy.
God, I've heard this once or twice.
Hate that word though. I despise that word.
Yeah, it's super gross.
I think creamy is a nice mix of thocky and clacky.
Creamy. Yeah, I actually describe some keyboards as creamy as well.
I would never describe my keyboard as creamy. You would just get weird thoughts.
So creamy.
The creamy is gross. Like, I don't want any of my boards to sound creamy.
You can get creamy clacks, you can get creamy thocks, you can get creamy marbly sounds.
This is why I just say higher pitch or lower pitch sound profiles.
You gotta have both in the perfect ratio to achieve creaminess.
It sounds like chocolate, man. Like this is where I can't really describe it.
Like a very smooth, thick feeling switch. That's the way I look at it, yeah.
When you say creamy, I only can think of the Tfue keyboard. The one that TAEHA types built for Tfue that got this keyboard thing all blown up.
It was not named after Novelty's cream. No.
Big thanks to all the creators that took time out to be a part of this thing today. I will leave links to all their channels or pertinent socials down in the description. This was super fun for me today. It was a nice departure from my usual review content, and I get to do stuff like this thanks to the generous support from my sponsors like CuriosityStream. CuriosityStream, of course, is the world's leading platform for professional documentaries. Kind of like Netflix, but for your brain. I mean, thousands of really high-budget, high-value documentaries, and they're adding new content all the time, like How to Be a Human, a doc which deep dives into the technology and ethics behind AI and whether this is still science fiction or closer to reality than we think. And CuriosityStream loves supporting independent creators, so they've partnered with Nebula, our own independent streaming platform. On Nebula, you'll find exclusive content, podcasts, even extended cuts and ad-free versions of some of your favorite YouTubers' content. Great stuff too, like breakdowns of all the latest rap releases from Volksgeist, chill explainers about current topics from Cold Fusion, even hilarious takes on medical science from Medlife Crisis. And right now, you can get access to both Nebula and CuriosityStream for 26% off or $14.79 per year. Per year. That's a little over $1 a month for access to the full catalogs of both Nebula and CuriosityStream. If that sounds like a great deal, it's because it is. Head to curiositystream.com/badseedtech to get started and to help support the channel. Big thanks to CuriosityStream for continuing to support the channel, and thank you so much for your time. It's a terrible word. Terrible word.
No, I agree.
I don't know if it's universal, but Americans, for the most part, hate that word.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it's disgusting. Last question I have is, how dare you come on my video with a better beard than me?
This is not better than yours. It just hasn't gone gray yet. Completely gray. Okay. Everybody has a beautiful beard in their own way, even if it's on the inside. Leave that one in the video.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Bald Squashy. You probably know me. I'm almost as bald as BadSeed Tech, but not anymore because, you know, I'm growing out my hair.
Like that and the word moist. That's another big trigger word for a lot of people. Don't like that.
I use moist all the time.
Yuck. Why? Why?
Because like, when I was growing up,
what are you possibly describing constantly that would require the use of that word?
Well, humans.
Yuck. Gross.
Okay, I got to give you